Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, June 22nd, 2006. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. And the market's just closed here. Another day and more confusion. So the market gave back almost all of yesterday's gains, and that leaves the trend still pretty confused, I think. Here, if we look at the daily chart of the Qs, like we have right in here, let me get my trend tool going, and we'll start drawing some lines on here. We still see that 3570, I'm sorry, 3870 or so level is acting as resistance, and it looked like the market was trying to get above it yesterday. That was also the neckline of the inverted head and shoulders pattern, and with the 10 or 12 or so days I have on this time frame, we're starting to lose our left shoulder. But the point was, I was concerned yesterday afternoon with the volume that came on that sell-off, and that led to further selling today. I was also thinking that, well, maybe if the market can get and hold above 3850, then we can still be cautiously optimistic. The market closed below that 3850. It closed below the 5-day moving average, and now that 5-day moving average is turning back lower again. So I'm still back to the camp that it's guilty till proven innocent. I was starting to get a little bit more bullish based on that inverted head and shoulders pattern. Here we see it a little bit better on the hourly time frame. But it looks like a failed breakout here. And when that happens, it does a lot of damage technically to the market. And then you have to consider the psychology of all the people that bought yesterday thinking, hey, now the market's turning around, and they see those profits, those good buys that they thought they had yesterday disappear, and they just start spitting their stocks out. So now we still have a pattern of higher lows in here. Tomorrow, if we take out this 38 level and stay below there for any period of time, I think that we could see that this is going to turn out to be another failed move in this overall downtrend, and the market is still in a downtrend. It's still guilty till proven innocent. That's what we've been discussing here most of the time. So you have to be very cautious in this environment. It's time to be a trader. If you're an investor, it's a very difficult thing, and but there's a lot of volatility, so that's what makes our jobs as traders very exciting time to be in right now. And there's a lot of back and forth action, whether you're looking long or short. So back to the fact that the 10, 20, and 50-day moving average are all declining. We've got this obvious prior level of support that is acting as resistance, and the spiders. I mean, SPY. I think we've got a little bit more bearish looking pattern unfolding here, which is a triangle pattern, which is lower highs and higher lows, and breaking the pattern is considered to be very bearish, and we would look for a continuation of the downward move. And certainly there's not a lot of reason to be bullish in here except maybe this trend line, but trend lines are, don't always act as support, and this is just looking like further consolidation before another leg lower. So continue to be extremely cautious in this market. Let's take a look at some of the individual stocks I'd mentioned yesterday. SIMC, I had mentioned that I had sold this one yesterday, but it was still acting good. I think if you're in it, your stop probably ought to be near just under the $10 level for SIMC. PPHM, I said I wasn't thrilled about this 10-minute chart, and I had my stop at 164. I did get stopped out of this stock today, although the daily chart and weekly chart still look bullish. I think I'm going to hold off on commenting on this one for another day or two until the stock kind of rebuilds and finds some new support in here. But PPHM, I'm not going to take a look at any further for now. VSE, this is the Verasun Energy. A lot of the ethanol plays had strong days today. PEIX had a real nice day in here, and as did MGPI. Maybe we'll take a look at these later, and ANDE. So when I saw these stocks moving earlier this morning, I immediately thought VSE, so got involved in VSE, although I wasn't going to look at it today. Because I figured that the psychology of the specialist was when the ethanol plays are in the headlines and they start moving, the specialist of this newly minted stock is going to feel left out if he can't get his stock to rally. Basically, this is an opportunity for the specialist to say to the world, hey, when ethanol rallies, you got to be thinking VSE, because this is a strong stock and it's was billed as a leader in the group. So I went into this stock. I still own a small portion of it. I think that this is a good one to keep an eye on tomorrow. In particular, above this, didn't draw that very well, but above the 2650 level. We'll take a look maybe a little bit later at that one as well. But we can see here that this level in here, about 2650, would put it at a week high or so, and that could potentially get people a little bit more bullish on VSE. EGOV was something I had said we're looking for a move above 735. It actually traded to 735. It printed 735. It didn't trade above it, so there's no reason to get involved in EGOV. IFO, this is one that I said is a very dangerous stock, and it's been beaten very badly down here. I was looking for it to get above $7.20 for a speculative purchase. It did not do that. It continues to make lower highs and lower lows. So I'm going to scratch that one off the list for now as well. OPTV, OpenTV, we were looking for a move back above $3.80 before we were going to consider getting long this stock, and right now that has not happened, so there's no reason to be involved in there either. VITA was another one we were looking to purchase on strength above $4.41. That did not happen. There's no reason to be involved there either. So we looked at some longs, but none of them gave us a reason to get involved. Some of the shorts we looked at were NRPH. And on NRPH, I was thinking that I'd like to see the stock rally up to about 27.5, which it did, and then perhaps put a stop at 27.75. Well, wouldn't you know it, the high of the early move was 27.74, and the later move was exactly 27.75. So this stock officially, I guess we got stopped out of it, but I would continue to keep an eye on NRPH. It still looks like something that could get hit pretty hard. I guess fortunately for me, the brokerage firm I used didn't have the shares available, so I wasn't able to short, although I tried. So officially, though, it's stopped out. SNDK, SanDisk, I was also looking for a rally in this stock. It closed pretty weak yesterday. I was hoping it would rally up towards about 52.5. If we take a look at the shorter term time frame, let's look at 2 minutes worth over 2 days. We can see that we saw that rally up to 52.5, and I said that you want to wait for it to roll back down. So it should have been sold short right around in here. At that point, your stop should have been at that level. Now, if you're still short the stock, I'm not. I got shaken out of it because of this little rally in here. But if you're short the stock, I think about 52.50 is where to get you're stopped out. I still think that this stock has the potential to fall pretty dramatically based on this daily chart, based on the weekly chart, and that 10-minute chart right here, SNDK. So I'll probably be looking at this one again tomorrow, and maybe later on when I have another video, I'll mention that. CEN, Ceridian Corp. We said we wanted to sell this stock short below 23.45, and again, you don't want to sell short as it gaps down, but after it gaps down, rallies up. Probably should have been sold short right here. I had originally suggested a stop above this level, but if you were trailing your stop lower, you may still be short this stock, probably with a stop right above about 23.40 or break even or so. For those of you that are new to looking at my blog, you might have seen me on tradingmarkets.com today on the homepage there. That was nice of them to pick up one of my stories. Anyways, for the people that don't look at tradingmarkets.com, there's a picture of me right here in the middle. So that was nice to see. Enough self-promotion. I will be back later on with another look at some stock ideas for tomorrow. But the overall theme here is the market failed to hold on to those gains from yesterday, and it looks pretty dangerous to me. So continue to honor your stops. Look for opportunities on both sides of the market. And as I said, I'll be back later with another video. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends. Thanks for your time.